Boom, that, boom, that. Yeah. Man, that little music be having me going, man.
Right, I know you be vibing out to it.
Can we upload some music?
We'll have to look and see.
Man, focus. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is 6:59 Central Time. It's your man Corey Williams with the former super producer, now program enhancement coordinator 22. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? How your week going?
Man, feeling great, man. Feeling blessed, bro. Feeling blessed as usual, man. How about you, man? How you feeling, bro?
Man, I never have any complaints, man. Life's good. I don't care what's going on. Life's good.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It don't matter what's going on. We just gotta, keep pushing, brother. We gotta keep pushing, man. Yeah, man. So was excited about today, man. A lot going on in the world. Hip hop, all of that. Yeah, we got a hot guest for you tonight. We got Mrs. Showtime. You gotta wait a little bit. You gotta wait. We gotta do our thing.
Right. She back there in that green room cheesing hard.
Yeah, she ready for y'all too. She ready. She ready to take flight. We gonna let her loose. You just gonna let her loose tonight. But that's my girl. We got Simply Winner joining us tonight. She gonna help us with some of these topics, man. And excited, man. Why she keep talking like we here? We can't hear you. You ain't on yet. We gonna bring you on. We gonna bring you on.
We can just see your lips moving.
Yeah. We gonna bring you on in about 10 minutes. Give us a second to get the yanks off, get everything out the way. 22 gonna do his success of the week. And quick shout out, man. So y'all probably can't see. So my shirt, I can't be nobody but me. And me is like the brand. And it's like Emmy gave me, I got a hoodie, I got some shirts, and shout out to this brother Willie, man. I met him. He's real big in the nonprofit space. I went to his building today. We're gonna get him on the show too, man. Real cool brother. He did about 22 years, man. Story. If you go to I met him at the domestic violence and cancer awareness event. He was one of the vendors. So if you go to my recap video for that event, you'll hear his story, man. But the brother did he was sentenced to like 44 years, bro. He did like 22 years. And the lady who was sharing the story, his business partner, I was like, he got only 22. I'm like, 44 only. I'm like, man, but man, came out and got, reform, man, whatever. And started nonprofits, man. So now he has a school. I went to his building today. So he's doing after school programs and providing kids lunches and all that type of stuff, man. So, definitely shout out to that brother, got his own brand. And I think the me stands for something. I told him give me all the information, but we'll get him on the show. But I definitely wanted to represent and let y'all know to send me your your clothing, all you guys that got fashion clothing brands, man, hey, here's free shout outs for you. Right here on CONVO with CINO every week live with myself and 22, man. So shout out to that brother, man.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I wanted to get that out the way. What else, man? Let's get into the success of the week, man.
Success of the week, man. Here we have 12-year-old Ava Simmons. She's recognized as Black Excellence in Science. 12-year-old dyslexic entrepreneur is recognized as Black Excellence in Science honoree at the Life and Science Museum. Simmons, known as Ava, the STEM princess, is changing the narrative for children who learn differently. She's from Raleigh, North Carolina. She has started a toy company. She's the CEO of STEM Toy Company and is focused on children who learn differently. As a neurodivergent leader and innovator, Ava founded Team Genius Squad, a groundbreaking toy line dedicated to empowering children with learning differences through hands-on STEM learning experiences. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to make sure that she got some flowers from us, man, because that's a very, very major thing, bro.
Put it back up. Put it back up. One more time.
Put it back up there. She's back up there. Yeah, that's a very major thing, man. Very major thing. Because it's a lot of people that they have.
Old.
12
wow.
years old. Yeah, 12
wow.
years old. And she's helping. What she's doing, it is helping a lot of people to be able to use the genius it is that they have. Because these people aren't necessarily broken or anything like that. Their brains just have to be stimulated a certain way. So us as those that don't have to have our brains stimulated a certain way in order for things to work for us, we're not seeing it from their point of view on what can really be good and beneficial and help stimulate them. So, man, it's her being somebody is neurodivergent and she is using her situation to help other people and to bring up things so that they can be further along in life, man. And that's just great. That's just great.
Man, I love it. I love it, man. Shout out to my brother Ronald Shaw, man, checking in from Shaw's nightclub in Gary, Indiana. Thirsty Thursdays, one of the the hottest days of the week, man. Back in the day in GI, man. So you could catch me down there a time or two, man, making one of them drinks, man, making one of them Thirsty Thursday drinks, man. So shout out to my brother, man. He always representing. So yeah, that's good, man. But yeah, STEM, that's great for our kids, man, because we got to catch up, man. Our kids right now, as far as America and what's going on, we got to catch up, man. I know we into the sports and we into the content and we into all this, but man, we gotta have thinkers. We gotta have new leaders and great minds. Scientists like this young lady. Mathematics and all of that, man. So shout out
to have the innovators.
Innovators, man. That's what this show is about, man. Innovation, man. Creating innovative new opportunities, man. Definitely.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. So yeah, what else we got, man? Whenever you want to bring one up, let's knock out one more, man, and we'll bring our sister from the Simply Winter podcast on, man.
From the Simply Winter podcast.
Simply Winter. Okay, hold on. I gotta put the M on there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask her what the M is for, though, for sure. I gotta put that.
He said say it right there.
Simply Winter. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe
the Simply Winter podcast. Okay.
Hey, look. Before we even get there, man, I'm about to move out of line a little bit real quick because I want to do this.
Oh, man. I know, and here's the thing, man. I know it ain't a gazillion subscribers, man, like I see people, but, it was rough, man, itching up to that 2,000 subscribers, man, followers, you know what I'm saying? It ain't as easy as Facebook, your friends and all that, so different platforms, of course, it's just different vibes, you know what I'm saying? So Instagram is a vibe. And I always said that, even in business, man, Facebook is for the show, Instagram is for the dough. And I say that to say that, me having another business and really promoting my other businesses. And shout out to my co-host, Christina. You might hear her, from time to time. My daughter, she went to the dentist today. We've been out, man. We've been doing our thing. So, but, in business, your friends sometimes, because I asked this question a while ago, like, who do you get more support from, your friends or strangers? And, the question was unanimously really strangers. You know what I'm saying? And so that's kind of what Instagram is. I mean, of course, it's still your friends and all, but you got more reach in your algorithm more with Instagram, even TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. I'm on there right now too. So, you just got to work every platform in a different angle. So I was a little excited just to see that number 2K on the, 2 G's on the Instagram, man. So shout out to Instagram.
I feel, because Facebook, see, I tell people Facebook, like you say, Facebook these are people that know you. It's just your friends. That's why I kind of refrain from Facebook a lot, because of the things that you see on there. They're really local about your city and the people and things of that nature. See, but Instagram, this is a group of people that they subscribe to what you're giving. They're not just your friends that's, oh, I know you, I saw you on Facebook, I added you. No, they came across something of yours that piqued their interest.
Yeah.
And now they're here.
Yeah. And you got to post, man. You just can't make one post. Like I post, I probably get on y'all nerves, but I don't care. I'm a businessman, you know what I'm saying? So, hey.
Yeah, I got a faceless Instagram right now. It do numbers, man. It do numbers. And don't nobody know it's me, but it do numbers.
Oh, okay. Well, you faceless now, man. I was listening to this commercial on TV. It's this lawyer commercial. I thought about you. I said I'm a play it, and it's a lawyer commercial. It's Leonard and Rowe are the lawyers for you. Call 222-22. Yeah, that's gonna be your damn thing. So
22-22.
Yeah, Learning and Rowe, man. Shout out to Learning and Rowe, man.
Hey, man, but we do also have this right here. Charles Hardiman, sets record at Maryville High School for most points in a single season by a freshman. He had 377 points. He was averaging 19.3 points a game.
Man.
Yeah, that boy out there working, man.
We got a lot of bomb dropping tonight, man. We dropping bombs tonight, man.
That boy is out there working, man. I can't wait to see him get to his senior year, because if he going like this right now, and whatever work ethic it is that he has, that has him dropping like this, because you have a lot of NBA players not averaging 19.3 points a game. It sounds easy, but that's really a hard feat, because some games you might only have 5 points due to whatever reason that it is that's going on. But that also means that you have other nights where you just going off, and it gives you that balance of 19.3 points a game and 377 points for the season.
Man, that's awesome, man. One thing about it too, I think the game, the game changed from the Jordan era to the Curry era. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Michael Jordan, everybody wanted to dunk back then. Like if you could, you know what I'm saying? The dunking was it, right? But now everybody want to shoot. You know what I'm saying? So now everybody, all the kids, what I'm seeing all the kids doing, they shooting. They just trying to shoot. They trying to be smart shooting. I seen this one little boy. He probably shot, man, about 30 shots, man. Didn't miss not one of them. They just honed in on the shoot. So you got to think, if you just shooting threes, you know what I'm saying? Shooting. You ain't exuding a lot of energy either. Dunking, man. Dunking was dangerous. Like, you coming down, you gonna sprain. Dunking looked dangerous back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Look at D Rose. Every time D Rose used to go up, I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, look at him coming down. Hey, it's crazy that you said Kids nowadays want to shoot because the first thing that went through my mind is
Oh,
everybody got switches on the court and off the court now. Everybody wants.
yeah,
Everybody
yeah,
just.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
another topic for another day.
Yeah, yeah, they want to shoot, man,
They
on the
want to
street
shoot.
and on the court, definitely. So
They
man,
want they,
peace.
want- they want to shoot
Peace in the hood.
videos. They want to shoot shot. They're shooting all type of shot. But I can't give that to them about the younger generation, man. They are whatever they into. Oh, they are into it full on. They into it. Whether they into books, the streets, sports. I don't care what they into. I can't get them that kudos. But we have to find a way to help them take that drive and that dedication and focus it to the positive things. I'm speaking on the ones that are out in the streets because they have a great mindset. They're just applying it in the wrong places.
Yeah, well, I blame that on the music, man, and the industries and the powers that be, of course.
Man, you know what I blame it on? George Bush don't like black people.
Man, let's bring this guest on, man, because she was on time. She been waiting, and
She dancing in the background.
I owe her. I was on her show earlier last year, man, I think the end of last year. So y'all make sure you go and subscribe to the Simply Winter M podcast. He is the Simply Winter podcast. She is I've been knowing her for a long time. I'm super proud of her. She's out of the Indianapolis area, but originally from Gary. So this is gonna be a GI show tonight, man, because we got some beef with some. When one of us got beef, we all got beef. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, she's doing her thing, man. She I think she just finished law school, so
yes,
she got some shout out, all that, man. So without any further delay, let's bring on our guest, Simply Winter. What's up? Hold on, let me get us all on the. What's up, sister? What's up?
What's going on?
Don't sister me.
Yeah, we all family. We all family. Hey, can you turn?
What's up? Hey, y'all.
What you on your
y'all
phone?
doing y'all thing.
What you on your phone or your laptop or
My
tablet?
phone.
Try to turn it to the side so we can get your full screen. See if it'll
flips to the side. There we go.
Go.
There you go. Bam. Now we can see that shirt. What that shirt say?
Oh,
Y'all so conceited over there. Y'all conceited over there.
All the bombs tonight. We in Desert Storm.
Woo! What's up, my sister? Welcome to CONVO with CINO Live.
It's nice to be here finally.
Jess, you knew we was gonna have you.
Yeah, and it's perfect timing. I know you seeing what's going on in the world. I know you keep abreast with what's happening, man. You make some dope content. So for those who don't know you, tell us who Simply Winter is. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Simply Winter.
Well, I'm Simply Winter M in the content world. My, I guess, legal name is DeWanda Mack.
Oh, you going all the way there? Oh, okay. She done passed law school. Now she got, she got to give us a whole name.
So if you're looking for me,
you're breaking up a little bit.
Rolls up a little bit.
All right, that's better.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You got that.
So if you're looking for me in the legal world, you will have to research. If you're looking for my bar card, you trying to search my bar card, you will have to search for DeWanda Mack. If you're looking for me through the Bar Association, you will have to search for DeWanda Mack. So that's the But if you're searching for me, in the content world, you could search for me under Simply Winter M, Winter Mack. I recently, last Friday, I completed my master's in criminal defense law.
Man,
I'm
clap.
going back to get my Juris Doctorate in law so that I could practice law on the federal level. That's my goal, to argue criminal defense on the federal level. And I got a gap year now. With everything that's going on with the dismantling of the Department of Education, it stopped me financially from being able to establish financial aid that I would need to help assist me in completing that final year that I
Okay.
would need to secure that level of degree. Essentially, I mean, I can bar and practice state level, but that's not the
Mhm.
goal for me. I have a goal. I came in this with a goal.
Yeah.
This personal. It's not about the money for me. It's not even about the credentials for me. It's personal. The feds raided my house when I was 25 years old, and they took my baby daddy and my brother for about 3 years, and they owe me. And
Mm.
they beat me. Mark Becker, he beat me. He spit in my face. He took me. I was pregnant, and I looked him in his face and I told him I'll be back for you. So
Hey,
this degree personal for me. This degree is for me to walk the hallways, to walk the courtrooms, and to look judges and prosecutors and DAs and detectives dead in the face as the little black girl from the hood who they spit in her face, a pregnant woman, and just accused me of knowing stuff that I did not know, and tried to cook me in a case with my baby daddy and my brother, and show them like, nah, it wasn't me. But now I get to help free brothers who y'all want to prosecutorial misconduct put into cases that they don't belong in.
hey, gratitude. Yeah, gratitude. This
Man.
remind me, you remember on Minister Society when they was sitting there back there and he was interrogating the dude, he said, "You know you're effed up, don't you?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what this is about for me as a student. I had the pleasure of sitting in on the case second chair with my professor when I got down to the final phase, and the state prosecutor was like, you know, what you gonna do after you graduate? Like, you wanna work for the state? And I looked at him and I was like, never. I'm I'm I would never, like, that's not my goal. And he was like, but what's your goal? You gonna intern somewhere? And I'm like, and I'm just closing, I'm closing my briefcase. And he asked my professor, he like, Nichols, what's her plan? And he was like, private practice. And he was like, what? Straight out of law school? And he was like, you think you can achieve that straight out of law school? And I was like, why can't I? And I never looked him in the face. I just continued. This a prosecutor. And I
Yeah.
never looked him in the face. I kept zipping my bag and, buttoning up my suit. And my professor opened the bench for me to leave out the court area. And he was like, oh, she ballsy. I like it. He like, Nichols, you got your hands full. She cocky, she arrogant. And I was like, we'll meet again. And we
Wow.
will.
Wow. Well, Master P got a term that I love. He says, two mountains will never meet, but two men will. You know what I'm saying? And so, just to say that, you will face those people who, did you that injustice,
Yeah,
and you'll have your revenge,
yeah,
and just not even revenge, but just be redeemed in some type of way inside. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You ain't coming back to spit back in their face, but you can do it in another, form to where
I
you
feel
don't have
like
to.
I already am. I
Yeah.
feel like I already am. I feel like I called the last year of my education my total praise and final phase year. I feel like I already am, because like God did a number on me in
Yeah.
my in that final year. I don't know what it was about that final year where God totally entered in my heart and into my life and totally revamped who I was as a person and my attitude, where everything about me changed. My whole atmosphere changed. The people I surrounded myself with changed. The way I walked, the way I talked, the way I dressed, my whole demeanor, it just totally changed. And I got to a point where I had to tell everybody around me, excuse me for who I am, but unapologetically, this part of my life ain't for you. It's for
Yeah.
me and God, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's,
I,
it's
I
like it's like when what was that when Moses came from the mountain, he was different. He
yeah,
came and he
yeah,
saw God, and once he saw God, he came back with a whole nother swag. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 So
And
sometimes, that's what a lot of it. When you see people do that transformation, man, that's really what it be. They be like something different about you. Somebody ever say like, man, something different about you, and you ain't really did nothing, but they just, like, well, I don't know what it is, and
It's that light.
it's that God, it's that light, that
yeah.
God shine.
Yeah,
That
it's
light.
and now that I'm done with school and I'm done with my final phase and total praise area,
Yeah,
I'm so immersed into my God's girl area. Like I'm stuck in meditation Monday through Friday. I'm immersed in figuring out my message and my purpose and what it is God is saying to me and what it is He want me to do. And it's not about me. Like my walk every day is not about me. Like I was like totally warring with my children and back with boundaries. Like, no, you're adults. My job is done. And I've served my purpose. Yes, I'm going to continue to nurture, but you're going to stand up and be women. And I'm just going to be your mother to advise you, but I'm no longer going to lead you. And that was so hard for them. But at the same time, I heard God clear as day saying, you did 49 years for everybody else. You 50 now. The next journey is for you. And I just
Dang.
had to stand on that. I had to stand on that, bro. And and,
yeah,
and in standing on that, I stood in conviction and it got lonely. It got lonely sometimes. But standing in conviction, it made everybody respect what it was and where it was I stood. But I wasn't lonely because God was always with me. Like, I got you.
Look at
yeah,
her
I
dropping
got
some
you. And
jewels.
you'll see me occasionally where I 22 brand I wear all the time. One
Quincy,
two
why you ain't got
thirds
me? Why I ain't got? What's
two
up,
thirds
Quincy?
two
What's
thirds
up,
of
2/3 of
God's
Quincy?
God's
name
name
is
is
go.
go. Cause
Yeah,
I
two
just
thirds. That's between you and your man. So that don't got
Yeah,
nothing to
see
do
you.
with
I,
me.
See you the one, but I'm gonna be honest. You the one. You the reason why me and 22 connected. Again, well, we connected through the rich off information
I'm
group
not
with
in
money.
none of that. I
But
don't got nothing
no,
to do
no,
with
you were
it.
promoting because you was working with y'all. You guys worked together as well,
I don't got
and
nothing to
when
do
you
with none
promoted
of
him,
that.
you was like, if anybody needs some work done, anybody needs stuff done, reach out to me. And I
But
thought
no,
about
that's
like,
just who I am. But you will see me. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in dress for success, right? So I always keep myself in something clothes and in positivity. Like I keep 2/3 of God's name is go on me, or I keep God's favor on me. I keep God's girl era on me. That's my brand. God's girl era is my brand. God's favor is my first ladies brand. I keep myself dressed for success because I just always want to stay on task. I always want to stay in the mission. I always want to stay promoting somebody else
yeah,
because, like you said, that stuck with me. When you sat with me, that stuck with me, bro. When we talk, when we have intimate conversation, I'm not somebody that talk to my people, my family, my friends behind the scenes, and I'm just holding general conversation. I'm absorbing those intimate moments. And when you said to me, it's about collaborations. You know, it's not competition, it's collaborations that stuck with me. So I'm not just having this on for today. Like if I feel like I'm finna put on some nice kicks, my baby blue Adidas or something, and I feel like I'm finna put on my brother's shirt and I'm finna
Yeah.
go downtown mall, I'm finna put on my brother's shirt and put on me a nice tight hat and some jeans. And who is Convo? Is it my brother? His podcast. You got YouTube. Pull up your phone. I'ma wait for you and I'ma log them in and I'ma push subscribe for them. You know what I mean? Like, who did your promo to your YouTube? My brother, Clarence. Pull up your phone. I'm finna log into his Facebook. Like, I'ma do the plug.
Yeah.
I'ma do the connect. You know,
Yeah.
like my other homegirl, she do live content over on YouTube where she do commentary. Who you follow the most where you get the, connects with the
What's her
celebs
name?
and
Shout
stuff?
out. Shout
Live,
out.
I shot them out. Live
What's her
clip
name? What's her
3D live clip 3 TV. Tasha Mack, she got two channels. They connected to the edge. Pull up your
Yeah.
phone. I'm finna connect you to her. She follow all the celebs. Tia Kemp, yeah. Like I follow through with my people. I promote my people. I'm the
Mhm.
connect for my people. Like, I'm not gonna just send you to my people. I'm gonna connect you all the way to my people. Ain't gonna be no, oh, just shout out their name. I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the name kind of person. I'm gonna stand right there. I'm gonna type it in your phone. I'm gonna push follow, and then I'm gonna know you connected to that person, so that person is connected to you. That's the type of person I am. Like, I'm loyal.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm loyal to my core.
tell us
Yeah.
about tell us about the podcast and how it came about. Because we are gonna jump into some current events because we know you're gonna get live with us on these events
I'm
that we
finna
got.
turn
This
into when we get into what we finna get into. I'm finna turn into the Candace Owens of Gary, Indiana. I'm finna turn y'all finna and I don't know how y'all gonna feel about that, but
I seen your comment. I seen your
I'm finna turn into the Candace Owens of
yeah.
Gary, Indiana.
I,
But
I
so
seen
my
your comment.
podcast. So my podcast really came about because I I'm a content creator and I'm big and I'm just keep it real. I'm big. I really didn't care about Facebook because the way I feel about Facebook is this. Facebook is the people who I know. Them my haters. Instagram is people who enjoy my niche. Them the people who are following me because they like, oh, okay, we like Winter. She do morning motivation. She occasionally send us a scripture. Sometimes she do nails. Sometimes she do hair. Sometimes she funny. Them the people who follow me based on what my content I pushed out. So I got about 25K over there. Facebook is just I got like 17K on Facebook. Them just the people who follow me because they know me. Them the people who really know me in
Yeah.
real life. On Instagram, I'm 37K strong.
Dang. Man.
On Instagram, anything I post that has a financial note to it, I'ma meet that financial note. Like right
Yeah.
now,
Because
y'all
you
aware,
because
y'all my family.
you
Like,
actually study like you actually shoot for some of the goals and targets and things like that they actually put in place, right?
and I meet every last
Yeah,
monetary
you be
one.
on it. So you be on it.
Yeah,
See, that's my
yeah.
problem. I don't really be doing. I just
Every
do what I
week,
want to do.
I'm getting paid on every platform I'm on right now. But I
Hey,
make the most money on TikTok right now. I just now started getting momentum on YouTube because my homegirl just taught me YouTube when I first opened my podcast. And my podcast started because when I got re what do they call it? Rededicated my life to Christ. When I rededicated my life to Christ a year ago, um inadvertently inherit the praise dance team. And my first lady and my bishop, we had a meeting and they was like, we love you to death, but you gotta do something with that social media. Like you gotta do something with it. You gotta clean it up. You gotta do something with it. And I'm like, oh God, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it
I
because
mean,
it's
what was you doing on there?
oh, I was a mess.
Oh, you was a man. Okay, you was the
I
one. You was the one. You was the other the old. You was the
yeah,
one.
I was the
You,
hood chick. And a little bit of her still there, but
yeah.
I've changed her a lot. I've changed her a
Okay.
lot. And I'm like, oh, what is I'ma do? Because this is a source of income for me, a huge, by the way, source of income for me. Like what I'ma do with TikTok anyway. Like I was probably gonna have to start can't go to church or something. I don't know because that's how much bread I get off TikTok.
Dang.
Um and
You gonna have to teach me the game. You gonna
and
have to
I
sit
started
down.
praying and I was like, God, what I'ma do? And God told me clear as day what you was gonna do. He was like, you gonna turn this into positivity. That's what you gonna do.
Hey,
And he said, talk to your homegirl on I got a real good homegirl on TikTok named Tasha Mack. I love her to death. Like she like my sister.
Mm.
Like you would if you didn't know
Shout out
us.
to Tasha Mack. Shout out to
You
shout out
Tasha
to
Mack.
you.
that's my girl. That's my baby. That's my heart talk every day, all day. If you didn't know no better, you would think we came from the same mama. She lived in Arkansas. Like
Mm.
you would swear Rose or Michelle had both of us or something. Like
Hey,
them ladies gave birth to us. And she said, Winter, bring the storytelling over to YouTube, and that's how you're gonna start getting the numbers on YouTube. The way you tell the court cases and the law, bring that over to YouTube, and then start you a podcast where you allow people to tell their own stories and the tragedy to triumph. And then I went to bed with that on my brain. And she said, she was telling me the logistics of it. She taught me
okay.
YouTube in a conversation, just
Mm.
like that. And she was telling me the logistics of it. And I went to bed with it on my brain. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me clear as day. And the Lord said, you came from a city full of tragedy to triumph. You go home and you bring them stories to life and you
Mm,
implement faith, family, and foundation. I did my first show on my birth blood brother, and it took off.
mm.
Mm.
That's what's
Mm.
up. That's
Nah,
definitely what's up.
yeah,
Inspiration.
nah, your stuff was hold on.
Hey, them bombs today.
Yeah, yeah, it's bombs dropping, man. Because yeah, I just stumbled, I stumbled across you. I'm like, dang, who is, I'm like, okay, and I seen it and I was like, okay,
And when
you
you said, sis,
you
is
had
this
some
really?
momentum. You had
You
momentum
was
when I
like,
seen
sis,
it.
is this really? And I said, come on, bro, come on. And you said, all right. And I said, is you okay with me? And you said, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
said, you
yeah.
Collaboration.
sure?
Yeah, you took me back. Yeah, you took it back to the way back to CINO, to other CINO.
Because behind the scenes, what I do is I try to ask y'all behind the scenes the things I know because I saw a lot I was a hot damn mess as a young woman. So I saw a lot myself.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Hey,
All right, man. So let's get into some of these topics, man. We appreciate you joining us and appreciate you sharing
Without it's
because a
not a
lot of
problem.
people probably didn't even know that about you. They probably see it, but now it's documented. It's out there, and we are definitely proud. I'm definitely proud of you. I
yes,
know
proudly.
22 is.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. We love you, man. So keep pushing, keep inspiring. Because even this whole podcast stuff, we don't do this for people. Think we doing it for us. We ain't doing this for us. We doing it really for y'all, for the people.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah,
shmoney, I like the shmoney, as
yeah,
Cardi say. I like the
yeah.
shmoney.
I mean,
That's another thing too. I am a I do have a contract brand deal with Cardi B's BMR charcoal face mask, a 1 year contract where I promote her mud face scrub.
Come on now,
Look at it.
man.
Look
Look,
at it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
love it.
I'm trying to diversify my look
Come
around, get
on,
money up
ain't no little. We don't do nothing little. You know,
at all.
yeah,
At all.
absolutely.
All
So,
right, y'all ready for these
so
topics,
what we
man?
got? 22.
I got 3 topics for y'all, man. The last one's gonna be really interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because you got beef for one of us, you got beef with all of us. But we gonna get to that. But what we
No,
gonna do
no,
right
you don't. No, you don't.
now?
No,
Hey,
you
All
don't.
right.
this last one. When I get to this last one, you gonna understand. You gonna get it. But right now, man, we just gonna take a moment of silence because today marks 4 years that DMX has passed. DMX
Oh
was a rap
man,
pioneer. You know, one of his most known songs, regardless of who you are, is "Stop, Drop, Shut 'Em Down, Stop." That's how Rough Riders roll, man. And he took a tragic turn within his life, and
that
we
happened
lost
to the
DMX.
X.
Yeah, we lost DMX 4 years ago, man.
Man,
Yes, throw them X's up, throw them X's up. Let's
them
just give
X
him a
is
moment
up,
of
man.
silence. Okay. Now, how do y'all feel about DMX in his past? And, you know, I'm just curious. I saw a clip of DMX the other day. He was being interviewed, and the lady asked him, do you want to live a sober life? He said, what you mean? She said, like, weed, liquor, drugs. Like, he said, what I'm going to do that for? I said, this dude is He said, why would I live life like that? You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was watching. Recently I was watching the whole Rough Rider documentary, and it was very good, man. I like the Rough Ride. I like the story of DMX. Like he was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
in group homes, grew up bad, grew up, you know, on drug. The man was smoking crack and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like he was,
Yeah.
you know, all he had was that dog, and to see him elevate, man, like to hear his story, it's kind of sad. You know, it's like you reach success and then I don't know, like I think it's the fame part that messed him up. I don't
No.
think it was necessarily the money. You know, what you
No. X was scarred before the fame. The childhood trauma, he carried the childhood trauma with him and he never got the proper healing and the proper closure. And he
Yeah.
continued to self-medicate. So
Mm-hmm.
in doing that, unfortunately, he never did allow himself to heal. And that was the outcome, you know. He continued to fight those demons and run from them. And until
Until it caught up with him.
ultimately it caught up with him, and it's so unfortunate because he knew. If you listen to some of the lyrics, what's that one song with him and Faith Evans? If you really listen to that song, like I remember when he first passed, I used to listen to that song all the time. Like, dang, he knew. It's the song he's singing to his grandma when his grandma first passed
Okay.
away. He
Mm,
he
Nick,
knew he would join his grandma. He
yeah.
knew he was singing to Miss Ella Holloway. He knew he would ultimately join his grandma, and it's sad, but he knew it would be through self medication. He knew he couldn't kick it.
I got another topic over here. This one's going to be a little interesting for you because I got a question for you on this one right here. But I don't know if you all know, Pop the Balloon lands placement and will be airing on Netflix. Pop the Balloon started between a couple, and they came up with this show. And the lady said that after they did it, she started seeing other episodes of it on social media like TikTok. And she was like, "But we didn't put out this episode." So it just took this snowballing effect. And now they have landed a deal with Netflix. That is actually something that's so very great. And I want to ask you your opinion on it because you did have as a guest on your show the person
Yeah.
that does Pop the Balloon in Indianapolis.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a good interview too. I saw that. Shout out to that brother. What's your thoughts on it? Simply went to M.
What's my thoughts on what?
I
On the,
mean,
on the
what you think about the whole situation? I mean, them getting the deal. I mean, just the whole
Like
flow of it. I mean,
I don't feel like it's an organic enough show for Netflix to have just. I mean, I'm happy for her, But I don't feel like it's an organic enough show for Netflix to just have offer her a show, because what's so authentic about her show that they didn't offer Corey a show? I mean, because he got his own spin on his show, like she got her own spin on her show. But at the end of the day, all the shows doing the same thing, and that's trying to help people find love. So
Yes,
how
she's
she
the
get a show,
originator.
but Corey didn't get a show.
Her and her mate are the originators. They did it first. This is their trend that's going on.
How
Other
we know
people.
they did it first?
Well, they were the
How we
first
know
one
they
that.
show aired first? How do we know that they
Well,
was the
that
very
can be
first?
that can be looked up. That can be.
Because they was popping up left and right. Boo 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 boo. Boo. So how do we know that they was the very first creators of the pop the balloon trend?
Okay, Candace, you know, like
But
I'm
here's my thing. But hold
I
on.
digress. I'm just asking, how do we know that they was the very first ones?
We can look that up. We can. That's like
should.
documented. That's
should.
documented.
I'm gonna put
And
it in
I'm
the
not taking
comments
up for.
section.
I'm not taking up for him. But I'm just surprised.
No.
I'm just surprised that it's actually even went on this long. Like I'm
Yeah.
surprised it hasn't
Me
faded
too.
out.
And where they gonna get where that, because that's my issue now. And if you watch my interview with Corey, you will see me kind of picking him apart about his vetting process, because where you gonna keep getting the people from, Craig? Where you gonna keep getting the contestants from? Because it's getting a little
Yeah, I
boring
can
and
see. Hey, look,
repetitive.
I can
Yeah.
see. Cause see, they do have. I don't have the person's name right now, but they do have a celebrity host. He's a Nigerian actor and comedian. So of course, you know, as this thing gets to go into Netflix, I'm quite sure it's going to start revolving around having a little more celebrities to it. Just like from Pop the Balloon. Now we have the spinoff. To me, it's spin off from that, the 20 versus ones and stuff like that. So I'm quite sure they're probably going to end
What's
up having
The 20
the
versus
20 versus
one.
ones. So 20 versus
Same,
one, I don't know if you can send
same.
those
They
clips.
just not
It's
popping no
basically
balloon.
right, except you're not popping a balloon. So it's basically like saying, okay, they done had Boosie, they've had Woody, they've had a lot of people on 20 versus ones, but basically Kodak Black been on there. Is one person, whether it's a man or a woman.
So
And
it's pretty much like Flavor of Love.
Yes.
Type
real
of,
quick. Yep, it's kind of like Flavor of
Yes.
Love. It's like a micro dose of Flavor of Love. It's real short and quick.
Okay.
And so, like, what's the purpose? Because Boosie got a woman she pregnant and due any day. So he really ain't looking for love. Then he came on there with his son, and he a kid that stay high.
Booty raw.
And he really ain't looking for love. He looking to get in somebody's bed. So what's really the purpose? Like, I don't
Hey,
understand the purpose. It's all, and a lot of the girls that come on there be looking to, I do hair, I'm a lash tech, I'm trying to be a model, I could rap, Boosie, you want me to fluff you? Like, what be they ain't looking for love for real? They be
Yeah.
promoting.
yeah, they just
I
it's
don't
really just
see it.
self-promotion.
I've never watched none
That's
of
the
them.
same thing I was trying to tell Corey, because Corey really, really serious. He's such a sweetheart. Shout out to Corey Tibbs. If y'all not following his show or not watching his show, please do so. He is
Yeah.
really a sweetheart, and he really is
And
serious.
shout out to Midwest League too. I think that's where you do it at, right?
Yeah. Midwest
Midwest
League.
League.
He
Yeah,
is
yeah,
really serious about what it is he's doing. He's really like putting all his finances, his resources into trying to vet the contestants that's coming forward and the people that's really genuinely searching for love. But I feel like these people being so jerky because they looking for a moment and coming on TV and
yeah.
wasting this
It's
young
been
man's
an opportunity. Yeah,
time.
it's really just a chance to get some notoriety. It's like I said, it's Flavor of Love with some balloons and different, celebrity or kind of popular, male or women contestants. It's pretty interesting. It's cool. It ain't nothing I can like binge watch or nothing like that. I'll watch a show or some of it here and there, but
It's
it ain't.
funny. It's very funny.
It's
It's
funny.
very
Hey,
funny.
I got a topic for y'all that's funny. Y'all ready for our last topic? I got a topic that's funny. So,
That's Pop the Balloon.
she came back up. Not her. Joe Budden, this is Gary, Indiana, on his podcast. He said, if I had to go to Gary, I'm not going to Gary. He said that he was going somewhere one time, and the tour bus like that he was on went through Gary, and he was looking at it like people actually stay here. He had some comments to say about Gary, but I don't know if you all actually know. So there is a clip that is out right now from his latest podcast. He said he was in the shower. He said, and Ja Rule called me. I don't know why Ja Rule called me while I'm in the shower. He said, but Eddie Melton called Ja Rule. Eddie Melton called Ja Rule.
Eddie Melton, that's the mayor of Gary. That's the mayor
Eddie
of
Melton,
Gary.
Gary. He called Ja
Gary,
Rule
Indiana.
and was basically like, you need to call Joe Budden because I don't appreciate him speaking on the city like that. And that, you know what I'm saying, he has so many different things that he's doing to innovate the city and get into a new light other than what's been going on. And Joe Budden's actually gave him a public invitation that he'll have him on the show.
So you going, Eddie?
Yeah, is you going, Eddie? I want to know the same thing. Is you going?
We all will tune in.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Yeah, you know, Eddie gonna. I don't see him not going. I mean, he's been really rubbing shoulders with, you know, people like, you know, from first I seen him with Dame Dash, really, you know, pumps him up.
You saw that pre-election, right?
Yeah.
You saw that pre-election.
Dame Dash. Let me do the Dame Dash, Mike Epps, you know, some of, you know,
you
and of course, and now Ja Rule and yeah, I mean, so
since he got in the seat, that was before he got in the seat and the seat got warm, right? So now since he got in the seat and the seat is warm, it's comfortable, it's fitted for him and everything like that, he can get in the seat and do like this and sit back and sign whatever he need to sign. What you see him do? Who been there since he been in the seat?
Well, I mean, first you got to clean up stuff, and I think he is cleaning.
How much cleaning you been seeing done? How long he been
in
the seat?
How
long he been in the seat? I'm asking.
They've been doing some, especially in the Miller area.
I'm just asking because I'm not there, so I don't know.
So Miller, I'm gonna be honest, like Miller is really cleaning up real nice.
Miller been clean. Miller been nice.
Nah, but I'm saying you know, you talking about Etna and, you know, all that, you know, a lot of that stuff went down in like the Etna and
Corey Williams. I am 50 years old. All my natural born life. Miller, Etna, and any parts of 12 and 20 going back that way. Once you pass the valley, once you get past the valley and you go over them raggedy tracks and past that little warehouse area and you aware that you almost in Miller, you know you headed to the elite. That been nice.
No, but it fell off. It fell off over the years.
When?
You got to remember you got to look at Gary.
Even when you in Glen Ryan, you know you headed to the nice part again.
Hold on. Because you got to look at Gary's economy right now. Like I was talking to my mom's neighbor. I was in Gary yesterday, and she works at Methodist Hospital. And they don't even have like a surgery at the Methodist Hospital. Like it's like she says, like only like 2 floors or something operating. Like it's. So Gary almost don't even have a hospital technically.
Yeah, they talking about closing it down.
Gary Methodist.
Yeah, they talking about closing it down.
Yes.
Hey, so is this the reason that Joe Budden don't want to come to Gary? I
remember Joe Budden coming to Gary too.
Yeah, he did come to Gary. He came to Gary. How do y'all feel about Joe Budden and his comment about Gary?
Thanks, Joe, for keeping it real. Because a lot of people sit in Gary, Indiana every day and feel the same way you feel, but they like the phony kick it. So thanks for keeping it real about a place we all once called home.
But how is he keeping it real if the place he said
I feel like right message, wrong messenger, because you don't got a right to judge a place that you never lived in. I seen somebody post a rebuttal about it that said exactly like that. Like, you gotta chill because a lot of people will get emotional about Gary, Indiana, when you are outsider looking in. I've been there, done that.
But how do you feel that
I
he's
know who the
keeping it real?
snitches is. I know who the rats is. I know who the violators is. I know who the people who I'm so Gary, yada yada yada. Like,
Yeah. You
But
know,
how do you
it
feel?
reminds me of what Tupac said about LA. You know, he said we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this,
Promise
we
you
burn
this,
this
we burn
bitch
this
down
bitch
and get us
down, get us
fixed.
pissed.
You know what
Slim
I'm
and
saying?
but
G.I.
what good is it for us to burn it down together if we ain't gonna build it up together?
See, in that term, when Tupac said that, I didn't take it as a literal burning down. I took it
Yeah.
as a burning down of the system that was going on, and because he in that song he was speaking of everybody being united and how when we together we can have these super great cool things going on.
We
So I
not
don't.
gonna get together. We not gonna get together and do nothing but party, smoke, and drink. We not gonna get together and do nothing but go to a West Side Horseman Roosevelt a reunion or a picnic. We not gonna get together and do nothing but have a good time. That's all we gonna get together
Hey,
and do.
but guess what? I have to rebut that because where you from, Corey? Where
I'm
you
from
from,
Gary. Well,
Winter?
I mean, I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in Gary.
And so this right now, this is Gary getting together to do something. See, this is where it starts at. It starts with these small steps of collaboration. So just like anywhere else, no, you might not have the whole city on the same page, but as long as we keep collaborating the way we collaborating, we can bring some change to things. We can bring even those things that are
Boy,
issues.
we considered the Republicans of Gary. The Democrats from Gary not getting ready to do nothing but talk about it. They not getting ready to be about it. They not getting ready to help support nobody that's doing nothing positive. Like everybody in a positive bubble from Gary is gonna stick together and they gonna help do what they gonna do. Like I ain't trying to beat up Eddie Melton and I'm like
You froze.
I
You freezing up.
having
Talking about
something and they
exit
want
soon.
they
You
want
got
my
Eddie
support.
done sent his
So
goons. He got you
he can
freezing
he
up.
can he can he can jump in and help me, but I'm telling you, I'm keeping it. But Keisha Passmore can throw something. I'm coming back and I'm support Keisha Passmore. Deanna Ware can throw something. I'm coming back and I'm support Deanna. She ain't got to ask me nothing but once, or if she posted, I'ma call her and ask her for a ticket. If CINO can throw something, I'ma call him and ask him what's going on. Where it said, how do I get involved? The preachers, they can throw something. I'ma call them and ask them how can I get involved. Boom, throwing the scholarship thing.
She froze up again.
yeah, yeah. And I want to
Eddie,
talk about that. I want to talk about that
I
scholarship
don't want to
thing.
see this person succeed. They watching success. So if they aware that you're going to succeed, or they get the slightest inkling that you're going to succeed at whatever it is you're trying to achieve, they don't want no parts of it. Hating still runs Gary.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this because we talk about the parties. I just want to give you like the evolution, right, of it, of the economy and what I've seen. You got to remember, like when we were in the 80s, 90s growing up, Gary was thriving. People, the mill was booming, the economy, all that type of stuff. It was jobs, school system, everything. Everything was thriving. You know what I'm saying? But then once that older generation died and we started making money, a lot of people started moving out of Gary. They started moving to the Portages, the Maryville, and then those homes, they didn't, we wasn't really taught the real estate game really back then, right? So a lot of those homes got people left them. They got dilapidated because they weren't being used, right? A lot of the buildings, because people started moving out because the jobs started, the mill, started cutting jobs, whatever. Now there's a shift because there's a real estate investor boom where now people are starting to understand buying renovation in real estate. You know what I'm saying? So now that's why you see a lot of people that's doing well in the real estate market, because now people are coming back and investing back into the city. We didn't invest back in the city, but now investors are coming back And so that's what Eddie is trying to do, is trying to attract investors. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I don't know what he's trying to do, but
I
I
think
think
he doing good. I think
I
he
think he's
doing
trying to
good. I
attract
think he the
investors.
first. I think he the first. And I think he got every right to ask Joe Budden to keep his mouth off of Gary, Indiana. But I think that shouldn't be his focus. Let him say what he gonna say, because he not from Gary. Why you worried about what Joe Budden of all people saying about Gary, Indiana?
But you gotta change the image first. Anytime your image is bad, even in actors, rappers, entertainment, they hire a PR firm to start building to rebrand your image. So it starts with a rebranding to bring investors back to your city. You see what I'm saying? So when people get in scandals, that's why that show Scandal was so popular, or whatever whatever it's called.
I ain't seen Eddie Melton in no scandal.
I'm talking about
the
city. The city of Gary has a stigma on it, like from people like
Well,
Joe
we
Budden talking about.
We finna get out of it when the biggest notarized person of Gary, Indiana is all over TikTok, all over social media.
Who?
Just got clemency in the last presidential clemency in the Trump inauguration, holding up a Jamal Bynum face.
Talking about start with a D.
If I saw it, you saw it.
Hey, but and him speaking on it, I do feel like there was a
I mean,
good,
if that plays a, you know, if scandals plays a part in it.
No, but he's saying as far as the
But I just don't think none of that is a reflection on Mayor.
But if
you
got somebody,
I think Mayor Melton, and that's the thing I hate about politicians. Like, let politicians, like, politic, baby. Political science is your thing. Politics. Like, don't worry about, like, I hate how politicians.
But that's what politics is.
Hobnob with the industry.
That's a part of politics.
Yeah, but that is part of politics. You know,
you gotta shake hands and kiss babies now. You gotta shake hands. You can't just campaign and then when the campaign is over, you got to still keep campaigning. It's like dating a woman. You got to still keep macking your woman. You can't just, okay, I got you, baby. Now I ain't got to take you out no more. I ain't got to get you flowers. No, you still got to get out there and do your thing, right?
I feel like him speaking
Y'all want to say that all the time, though. You better do what you got to do.
I mean, who is Joe Budden? Like,
hey, but regardless of who Joe Budden is,
he's the number. He got the biggest. He got
one of the biggest podcasts.
He got the biggest mouth. He got the biggest.
I don't care for Joe Budden's show. I don't really care for Joe Budden. But
I don't either. But let's call a spade a spade. He ain't lying. Like, if I wasn't somebody who was born and raised Gary, Indiana, I would be like, what the. I'm not finna get out my car.
He's from New York. What you mean? First and foremost, he's from New York. Let's as my man Jay
New York
say,
and being from Gary is two different things. You gotta figure out which borough he's from first. All the New York ain't scary Gary.
I didn't say scary Gary. I'm talking about New York. Unless you in Manhattan, even when you in Manhattan, it's trashy. I mean, it's trashy everywhere. Yeah,
so you've been to every borough.
Yeah, I've been to every borough of New York. Yes, I have. Most definitely have. I've been to every borough. Trashy.
So you feel like every borough is scarier than Gary?
No, I'm not saying scary. I'm talking about as far as looks and things of that nature. Yeah, you got your parts that look good, just like we say Miller look good. You got your certain parts that look good, and I do feel that Eddie did a good thing by speaking out because for one, he is the that's the person that you want to look. That's the person.
Budden. Don't nobody even respect Joe Budden.
It don't have to be about Joe Budden. See, now this is one thing we have to realize as podcasters. The things is that we put out, they go out to the world. And there is a group of people that tune into us, whether they like us or they just want to hear what we have to say. So now when Eddie Melton saying something, because Joe Budden did say, I didn't even know that the Mayor Gary was going to hear what I said on my podcast. Now it puts things in
he didn't know that the mayor was black. I don't think he knew that there was a black mayor. So he actually got behind it. He cleaned it up and invited him on the show. He got behind it once he found out there's a new, fresh black mayor. And you got to get a man time. You can't correct something that's been messed up for the last 25 years. We had Scott King. Well, who we have in office? We had from Hatcher to Barnes, Scott King,
But that was the robber.
Rudy Clay,
Karen Freeman,
and then we had the last guy, my man. He just had a situation. I can't think of Jerome Prince. Jerome Prince.
But that was the robber. That was the robber. That's when the whole city went wrong.
So you got. I just named 6 people that he's got to clean up that mess. You see what I'm saying? 6 mayors.
He's not going to be able to do it.
Especially if there's negative press out there, he's not going to be able to attract the people to come there. We got to change the image.
Listen to me. It takes double the time to clean up a mess that it do to create it, right?
What, you just want to nuke the city, bomb the city, blow it up, start over? Hold on. This where my bomb, man? This is what you want to do. You just want to bomb Gary.
I'm not saying that. That's how you go about cleaning.
She said she was gonna be Candace Owens.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that's however y'all want to go about doing it. I don't know.
Now here's the thing too. A lot of people from Chicago now, when they cleaned up all the projects in Chicago, a lot of people came from
these people. Chicago.
There's a lot of Chicago people in Gary now. You know, Chicago.
That's another part of y'all problem. That's another y'all problem is.
And shout out to Chi-Town. You know, I love, shout out to Chi-Town.
That's because you live over there.
Yeah, shout out to Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? This Chicago.
That's because you live over there.
Shout out to the Chi.
That's another part of y'all problem. Y'all got half of O Block and 63rd over there in y'all neighborhoods. So y'all have a huge problem now with Illinois migrants over in y'all neighborhoods terrorizing y'all community along with y'all own, problems.
Well, let's be honest. Indianapolis ain't the safest.
It definitely ain't. And now that I'm done with school, I can begin to load my U-Haul to head back to Houston. You absolutely right.
Yeah, Indianapolis got some situations too.
They definitely don't say y'all. This ain't my city. You don't say y'all.
So who you represent? So what city you represent? What city you represent? Who you represent?
I was born and raised in Gary, Indiana. I migrated to Indianapolis a little over 19 years ago. Then I moved to Houston, Texas 4 years ago. I came back because I had a Pneumomyia tumor on my spinal cord and I had to have surgery. And so I came and I just stayed because I was nearing the end of my schooling. Now I'm head on back at it. I'm head on back to Houston.
Man, shout out to my guy, man, Malcolm Cheeks 219 Midwest Connected. Yeah. He tuning in. And shout out to Brian Ship, man, of Let's Smoke About It.
Back to Houston.
They down there at Q's Lounge, man. Shout out to my man Winford Owens of the Winford Owens cigar brand. I'm gonna have me one after this show. I'm gonna need one.
I just think is this. What I just think is this. Gary, we can't say that we from Gary and we don't support each other in positivity. Because we don't resolve the problem by just saying, if one fight, we all fight. You come for one, you come for all. Like, that's not fixing a problem. That's not fixing a problem.
But we are responding with positivity. If somebody's saying negative, the only way you can beat a positive is with a negative is with a positive. It's like fire and water. Only way you can put
Freddie Gibbs ain't respond with positivity.
You can put out fire. You can put it. They put out fires with water.
Freddie Gibbs ain't respond with positivity.
Hey man, look, hey, we can't look at how everybody else responds to things.
Yeah, shout out to Gibbs too, man. Shout out to Freddie Gibbs, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Let me stop trolling y'all.
Shout out to Duke. Shout out to my man Duke. Shout out to
Let me stop trolling y'all. I'm trolling y'all so hard y'all don't know what to do. Y'all like, what is wrong with winter? Let me stop trolling y'all. I'm trolling y'all so hard y'all don't know.
We got the right one. We knew who we was bringing on.
Right.
We knew who we was bringing on tonight.
No, yeah, I'm trolling y'all so hard y'all don't know what to do. TikTok over here laughing at y'all. I'm trolling y'all so hard I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we knew you was gonna come with.
We
The
know you
answer
love
to the
Gary.
problem is like we can't just be a community when it's a crisis or when somebody's talking about us, y'all. We really, really can't. Like we gotta come together
Okay, I
all
agree
the
with that.
time.
I agree with
We
that.
gotta
I
come
agree.
together all the time. That's just like the little scholarship that I got going on. Like it's
Yeah,
like
talk about
pulling
that. Talk about
it's
that real
it's
quick.
like pulling teeth. The goal is only $1,000. The scholarship fund is $1,000. It's in my name. I just graduated from law school.
Matter of fact,
Gary Indy,
hold on. What's the info? I'm finna send my donation right now.
my cash app is Winter Bags. It's
Hold on. Right here,
WINTER.
live on Convo with CINO. Hold on, I'm about to send mine. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Look
so
at him.
crazy.
On behalf of the Convo with what is it?
It's
It's dollar sign?
WINTER.
Dollar sign, right?
Yeah, dollar
Yeah,
sign.
$ WINTER BAGZ. Now let
Delonia,
me just tell you, this is
Delonia,
a
Gillespie.
yeah,
Okay.
this is a partnership with Tree of Life. I ain't went to Tree of Life since I was a little girl. Tree of Life honoring me as a Gary native for graduating from law school, McKinley Law School. Putting a scholarship in my name, giving back to a little girl from Gary,
See that?
Indiana, one scholarship.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Thank you.
Convo with CINO.
For me to come home and hand a little girl from my own community a check for $1,000 in partnership with Tree of Life, like that's a blessing to me. Like that's an honor to me. I didn't even get to graduate from West Side with my high school class. I was pregnant. But for me to be able to graduate college here in Indianapolis and to come home and give a high school senior that's graduating a scholarship in my own name, that's an honor. That's a
Yes,
blessing.
it is. Yes, it
And
is.
but I'm posting it every day. I'm posting it every day, and I'm barely at the 350 mark. And I'm posting it on Facebook to people who family and friends, Gary, Indiana natives. And it's a partnership with a Gary, Indiana church. And I can't get no Gary, Indiana donations.
You
But the
Yeah.
gonna get them.
350,
It takes time. Just you gotta keep promoting, you
but the
know.
350 that came from people from TikTok, it don't make sense.
You
So
don't.
how can Gary, Indiana want to fight a verbal battle with a man from New York, but y'all can't fight an economic battle, an education crisis right there on y'all home front with a pastor right there on y'all home front?
I feel that.
Boom reached out to me. I said, no problem. Put my name on it. I got 1,000. Don't worry about it. I'll take one of them scholarships off your hand. I know he reached out to people right there at home too. He
It's way. I
only
mean,
asked for
still
500.
it's ways to do it. I mean, we could just say, hey, 1,000 people give $1.
And I said that. I said only if you get whatever they don't come up with, I'ma pull it out the bank. Don't worry. Whatever I don't come up with, I'ma pull it out the bank. But it's just the point that that's why I say, but I'm a loyal supporter. So how is it if I support every you posted your shirts. Did I delay that purchasing the shirt? I'm not just putting you on the spotlight, bro, but I'm just saying, did I delay purchasing the shirt?
No.
See, bro posted his. I didn't delay
No
getting the
delay.
shirt.
Well, but everybody ain't cut like us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so we
But how
gotta
we
extend
all
some
Gary
grace.
Indy? But
Hey,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Is that we gonna come with Gary Indiana verbiage? If we Gary Indiana verbally family, we gotta be Gary Indiana physical family. We gotta fight all battles together. We can't just verbally be Gary Indiana. We gotta physically be Gary Indiana. We gotta mentally be Gary Indiana. We gotta financially be Gary, Indiana. We gotta be, that's why we failing as Gary, Indiana. Because we want to talk about it. We don't want to be about it. And that's not cool. That's how people like Joy can attack us. That's all I'm saying. That's
So
all
get
I'm
him
saying. It's gonna take more than Eddie. Eddie gonna need the community. That's all I'm saying. That's
get
that's
him
why I
get him
said
the
that's
information. Get
that's
him
why
the
I said
information
I'm
on.
gonna be the Candace Owens. Cause they ain't gonna they don't wanna hear that. They just wanna talk about it. And we can't just talk about it. We gotta be about it.
Get him the
Yeah.
information on the deadline for the scholarship, and tell him
The
your
dead
cash app again.
the deadline for
Yeah,
the
what's that?
scholarship.
I'm gonna put it in the chat. The cash out.
The
Uh,
deadline for the scholarship is April 20th is the deadline for the scholarship. I'll be coming to Gary to do the presentation on April 25th at the women's conference.
Okay.
hold on.
Okay.
Let me drop that cash app in the.
It's a 2 days conference. The conference is April 25th and April 26th at Tree of Life Ministries, where Pastor Boone and his wife, First Lady Tarika Boone, will host 750 women. They feeding y'all for free. Um, is a lineup of great women speaking. I will only be there the first day because I commenced the second day.
Hey, congratulations on that once again, man.
Yeah,
Congratulations
congrats.
Thank
on that.
you.
We're gonna get that cash app up in there,
I
man.
think
Make
I
sure
got
that
it. Winter
y'all,
bags, right? Winter bags,
yeah,
dollar
with the
sign.
Yeah,
bags
the
with a
bags is
Z. With
with
a
a
I
Z.
got with
Z.
Z. I just threw it in there.
But it's I just like I it's more than it's bigger than the scholarship for me. It's Gary is home. It doesn't matter. Like a lot of us moved away, right? And so like we used to be so mad when the people like Michael Jackson and Glenn Robinson and all of them moved away. And we felt like as kids, they forgot about us. Like they moved off, they ain't give back, they forgot about us, the meal clothes. My daddy don't got no job no more. Well, everything downtown closed down, the stores and stuff. Like my mom don't got no job no more. We felt forgot about. Now that we older, we the next generation, we becoming successful in content, we becoming successful in our careers and in our lives. Who are we to repeat to the next generation what people did to us?
I
It's
most
not
definitely agree.
right.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I definitely do agree. I definitely do agree. Well, we do have to get down into because we do got the co-host over there, man. She, he on daughter duty right now too, and we've been running our last week. Woo! I'm trying not to run people long like we ran them last week. Oh, another story. We do got to get to it. 'Cause we
Yeah,
be
Hey,
telling
man. Yeah,
we be
let's
telling
let's
people
Cena.
we be
yeah
telling people
let's
we
get.
gonna get.
It's definitely been a good comment. I appreciate you, Winner. Man, appreciate everything you doing,
Yes, we
and
thank you for having you on.
you just, man, you awesome, man. I got to get with you on some things too, man. So congratulations on school and the
Thank
degrees
y'all.
and higher education, the podcast. Make sure y'all matter
Thank
of fact, we put
y'all.
that in the what's
Welcome.
that? The Simply Winner M.
Simply Winter
Mm.
M on YouTube, Lawfully Winter on TikTok, and Winter Mac on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey.
Let's get it. Let's go over some closing stuff, 22, and we can get up out of here.
All right, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, first off, we're gonna start off. First off, we're gonna start off, right here. It is April credit refresh special. It's only $299. That's right, y'all. Only $299. The original is $399. This is $100 off. It's only for a limited time offer, and there's a special every month, so you got to make sure you tune into it. Spring into better credit this April with CINO Solutions. Remove negative items, boost your credit score, build a strong financial future, get closer to home ownership, business funding, and more. Don't miss the opportunity to save $100 and take control of your credit. Would you like to be on Convo with CINO? Are you looking for an engaging audience? Are you look this what you get right here from us? This realness, it's an open, it's a flow, it's an ebb and flow. You get knowledge and charismatic hosts for your upcoming event. Look no further. You got CINO, the renowned host. The popular Convo with CINO podcast is now available for booking. To book CINO today, all you got to do is sit up 219-201-8010. That's 219-201-8010. Man, I know that this man is good for fashion shows. He's good for political events. He's good for whatever type of program you got. Book this man to come host your family brunch at home. That's how good he is. He can host anything. Then we still have this coming up. Yes, we have the Money Talks coming up.
I'm going to that.
Money Talks is a rich off information event. Money Talks is about capital, funds, and finance, a small business networking event. It is Sunday, May 4th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is at the Boutique, 547 West 14th Street, Chicago Heights, Illinois. That's the Boutique, 547 West 14th Street in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Tickets are $65. Dinner is included. Business attire, emerald green, black, and gold. There will be cash prizes and door giveaways.
I'm switching my phone.
Coming up later on CONVO with CINO is a special guest, Zenobia Dunwoody. She is the president of Raw Strand Version Extensions, empowering confidence and self-expression one strand at a time. She'll be coming to you soon on CONVO with CINO.
Yeah. Woo! There you have it.
So that's the rundown. That's the week, man.
Make sure y'all tap into our girl, Simply Winner M, the Simply Winner M podcast.
I'm about y'all. It's been real.
It's been real.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I
hope I ain't shake y'all flow too much.
Man, look, again, we know what we was getting into. We ain't strangers. hey, what they say? We ain't new to this. We true to this. All right, man. We out, y'all.
Hey, all right, y'all. Have a great night.
All right.
Peace.
All right.